What's up, humans? It's Steven, and today we're doing something a little different on the channel. So soccer or European football has kind of always been a part of my life. I always wanted to play it when I was growing up, but it's not very easy to get into here in the States. It's actually quite expensive, or at least it was when I was growing up. So me and my brother, we kind of gravitated towards other sports, but I was always, fascinated by soccer. I did enjoy playing it the little bit of time that I played, and I have always played the FIFA games. But this year has been my first year actually following the Premier League. And as you can tell, Wolves is the team that I've chosen to support. I know they're not that great, but I see some potential in them, and I'm looking forward to what they have in store for the future. So with this being my first year following the Premier League, I am on a quest to kind of backtrack through the history of the Premier League. I know the NFL like the back of my hand. I was there for a lot of events in the NFL, and I kind of want to catch up on the history of the Premier League because I've been hooked. I love it so much. I've been falling in love with the sport. And yeah, so today we're going to be watching the 10 most iconic moments in the Premier League, and I'm super excited to get into this. So thank you so much for joining me. Let's do it.
These are the 10 most iconic moments in Premier League history.
Ronaldo.
Number 10, we've got arguably the most iconic way to decide a football.
That Man United. Oh, that's Wayne. Oh, it's Wayne Rooney. I've seen that one. Yeah, that's crazy. I think they might have shown that on a FIFA. I think there might have been a clip on that on a FIFA game a long time ago when they used to show actual highlights. That's crazy.
And the quickest way to go towards the ball was turning that way instead of that way.
No way, no shot.
An iconic player. Now, if we're talking iconic moments in the Premier League, we've got to mention our
Who was he playing for? Was that Arsenal?
The very charismatic Frenchman who declared himself as the king has lots
Cantona.
of memorable moments in Manchester United, but not only good ones. See, Stone Cold celebrations.
It always amazes me how much control these guys have over the ball.
Because on January 25th, 1995, Eric Cantona created trouble like no other player before him. After the red card,
I can't tell what teams these are. These kits are very
Cantona
different.
Kung Fu kicked the man.
Oh!
Like the WWE, but eventually it was found out that the spectator had been racist.
He said, I can kick balls and I can kick people too, man.
And turned Eric Cantona into a symbol against racism. Now, if we're talking about symbolism, we've got to mention one of the Premier League's truly great icons, Steven Gerrard.
Steven Gerrard, I've heard of him. I don't know if I've ever seen his highlights though.
Throughout his career, well, he was damn close. It was 2014, with 3 games remaining in the season. Steven Gerrard and Liverpool met their championship rivals, Chelsea.
Chelsea and
Liverpool
Liverpool.
win the game, they secure the title. And it all looked on schedule, just before injury time. But then Gerrard...
Oh no! Bruh.
This created perhaps one of the most used memes in Premier League history.
That's so hard,
The slip
bro.
that cost Liverpool the title. It's also the moment that summed up Steven Gerrard's career. A long and arduous
I thought it was
journey
gonna be a
that came
highlight
to an
for that
end
man.
Without him getting to the promised land. Now, one guy that won the PL trophy several times is Jose Mourinho.
They could have won the league.
Or like he calls himself, the special one. See, back in 2004, Jose Mourinho wasn't one of football's most famous figures, although
heard
his
of him.
profile had risen after leading Porto to the Champions League title. But it wasn't just on the field where this guy would become famous. He was also killing it in the press conference.
He got swag.
And I won more premierships alone than the other 19 managers together.
Hey.
There is one special moment that sticks out from the crowd. The special one moment.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit arrogant. We have a top manager. Again, please don't call me arrogant because what I'm saying is true. I'm European champion. So
Hey man, talk your stuff, bro.
Of the bottle, I think I'm a special one.
Now, Jose
Confidence
Mourinho
is
is
king,
truly
right?
iconic in the Premier League. But he's nothing compared to our next guy, because this guy might be bigger than the club he represented. See, back in 2013, it was time for the most legendary PL manager of all time to say goodbye to his Manchester United family. The world's most successful manager said goodbye to the game at Old Trafford in front of thousands of fans.
5 FA Cups, 2 Champions
Man.
League titles, and 13 Premier League titles.
13 titles.
Made possible by the greatest British manager.
Oh yeah.
Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah, you gotta give him a hell of a send off.
You know how good you are. You know the jersey you're wearing. You know what it means to everyone here. And don't ever let yourself.
I just want to say I'm a New England Patriots fan. For those of you who watch NFL football, I promise you they will not. Well, I guess Gillette Stadium would do something like this for Bill Belichick, but just the league as a whole, I don't think that they would celebrate Bill Belichick in the way that they celebrate this guy. And Bill Belichick right now is the only comparison I can draw to him. Yeah. 13 titles, wow.
Is always there. So I'm going home.
And they named that part of the Old Trafford after
I
him.
just want to say thank you once again from all the Ferguson family. They're all up there. 11 grandchildren. Thank you.
Man, I wish I could have seen that moment. That had to
And
be
what better
special.
way to start than with Sir Alex Ferguson's arch rival, Arsene Wenger. See, back in 2004, Arsenal had been fighting for the title against Manchester United in a close race for the last.
Didn't Arsenal go undefeated one year?
Wenger had seen something in his own boys that no other could possibly see. And because of that, Arsene Wenger made a huge prediction ahead of the season. And after 31 game weeks, the
Oh, is this
team
the season?
was still undefeated. But his prediction was about to be ruined.
Oh,
Because in game week 31 at half-time, Arsenal were losing 1-2 against a very good Liverpool team.
Oh,
If
man.
this result holds, Arsene Wenger's dream about going unbeaten through the season would crash land at the very end of the season. But instead, Wenger's most loyal player, Thierry Henry,
Thierry
did the
Henry.
unbelievable.
that is a mountain of a man. I'm not even gonna lie. He just seems so tall. Oh, look at that. Look how smooth he is. Like, for you to have legs that long and be that smooth is nuts. Yo, I'd be mad if I was a keeper and that happened.
That hat-trick came and saved Arsenal's invincibles.
Was that a second half hat trick?
It's no wonder they're called the Invincibles. It's just a fairy
Yeah, that's
tale
crazy.
moment. But if we're talking about fairy tales, we've got to mention our number 2, because you're about to witness the most epic journey of a team ever.
Is that Brighton?
See, in 2014 to 15, Leicester City had just been promoted.
Oh,
to the
Leicester,
Premier
I heard
League
about
after
this.
half a decade in the Championship in an attempt to make the leap to the top flight. And in 2015, Leicester City barely saved their spot. So at the start
14.
of the 2016
That's the
season,
spot,
I don't
Wolves
think
is in
even
right now.
Leicester players had fantasies about what was about to happen. The odds were 5,000 to 1. Manchester City, the biggest spenders of the decade and the strongest football force in the league, had spent over 7 times what the entire Leicester roster cost.
Wow. Man, that season must have been crazy to watch. I can't think of a team in the NFL that was like that.
For the first time,
That big of underdogs that won it all.
32-year history. What a fairy tale. From relegation to league winners.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Could
Hats
it
off to them.
possibly be more iconic
They might go
than
down
this?
again this year though,
Well,
which
there
sucks.
is one moment that goes beyond them all. It was May 13th, 2012. One game left.
Manchester
of the season.
City.
Manchester City had not won the Premier League title since the league's inception in the early 90s. And with almost 2 decades without success, Manchester City could realise their dream at home to a 17th placed Queen's Park Rangers side with the worst away record in the league. if Manchester City...
Oh, that's a dream scenario.
As they had done so many times earlier in the season, they would win the title on their home course. And to make it
Nice.
even sweeter, they beat their arch rivals, Manchester United. It all starts well. At the break, City scored 1 goal and led by 1.
Let's
Although
go.
It was also the case for City rivals, Manchester United. If this stands as it
Those
is,
are some
the
crazy
title will
United
still go
kids.
to Manchester City.
Never
Then
seen the
second
blue
half
ones.
begins. City leading 1-0. It all looks promising, but it won't be long before all hell breaks loose for City fans.
Oh no. Oh.
And to make matters even worse, in the 66th minute,
Not again.
the Etihad Stadium was completely silent.
The fans are
Hoped of
sick,
winning the
bruh.
title And thought about being beaten by Manchester United again. Then the news about the Manchester United match finishing 1-0.
Oh man, I can't imagine being a fan of either City or United at this point.
1.5 minutes before the end of the season. But the history books wanted it differently.
Oh wait, I've seen this goal. I've seen this goal. Aguero, yes! Let's go. That was to win the league. That's crazy. Oh man, now that's an iconic call. Aguero. I didn't know that was to win the league. That's wild.
What a commentary. What a goal.
So that basically like started like City's run to kind of like where they are now, I'm guessing.
Iconic.
All right, so I enjoyed that. That was really cool. Like a couple of those moments I did know about, just because like it's kind of impossible not to have heard about it if you've been like even just this season alone with City doing so well, like the Aguero goal. They play that all the time. Like you see highlights of that all the time on Premier League TV shows and stuff like that. So that was really cool. I did not know that was to win the league, and based on the time that it happened, I would guess that kind of started City's run, because I know City's been winning the league for like the past however many years, and I know Aguero hasn't been retired for that long. I think he's a streamer now. I think he like streams like video games or something. But nah, that's cool. What was another one that I really liked? The Leicester City. The Leicester City one was really interesting story. For them to come from basically relegation level and to win it all against those odds, that's wild. I can't think of a team in the NFL that I could compare that did that. Maybe the Bears when they had Rex Grossman, but even then, I don't know. They didn't win the Super Bowl. But yeah, man, that's crazy. It's really cool. I love this. If you guys have any videos that I can watch to help me on this quest to sort of piece together the history of the Premier League, I would highly appreciate it. You can put it down in the comments, and I'll do my best to react to it. The next video I want to watch is how all the Premier League teams got their names, because I'm always curious about that. I've watched videos on how NFL teams got their names, so I want to see how the Premier League teams got their names. And I also kind of want to react to Arsenal's invincible season. So yeah, if you guys are into that, let me know in the comments, leave a like, or feel free to subscribe. But that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember to drink some water, and if no one's told you today, just know that I love you.